Welcome to the deep dive. You know, when you think about what really truly matters, protecting your home, making sure it goes to the people you care about without, a huge hassle, it's probably right up there for a lot of
Oh,
us.
absolutely. It's more than just, bricks and mortar. It's usually the biggest asset someone has,
Yeah,
financially and emotionally. So much history there.
definitely. So, in this deep dive, we're looking into a really smart move for that protection, putting your home into a trust.
Hmm.
Now, basically, a trust. It's just a legal setup. You give someone the job of holding assets your house, in this case, for the people you choose, your beneficiaries. It's like drawing a clear map for your property.
That's a great way to put it, a map. And our mission here is to really show why using a trust for your home can be such a good idea and, how it all actually works. We've looked into what the experts are saying, and there are some pretty solid advantages.
Exactly. We found four main benefits that really pop out. First, avoiding probate, which, let's be real, sounds like something you'd rather skip.
Yeah, definitely.
Second, privacy, keeping your family stuff, well, private. Third, potential tax benefits, can't argue with that. And maybe the biggest one, just peace of mind, knowing you've got things sorted.
That peace of mind is huge.
Let's just quickly touch on why these matter. Probate. It's the court process for a will. It can sometimes take months, even years, and it costs money, lawyer fees, court stuff.
Right. A trust can help your family just bypass a lot of that headache.
And the privacy thing, wills become public records during probate. A trust keeps the transfer private. Your business stays your business.
Which is really important to a lot of people. They don't necessarily want everyone knowing the details.
For sure. And taxes. Well, it gets complicated depending on the trust type and your finances, but sometimes a trust can offer ways to manage or maybe even reduce estate taxes.
It's definitely something to explore with an expert.
But yeah, back to that peace of mind. Just knowing your home will pass smoothly, efficiently, without legal tambles or public eyes, that's worth a lot.
It really is.
Yeah.
And, setting up a trust, it might sound complex, but it's actually pretty manageable if you get the right help.
Okay, so let's dig into the actual process. Our sources point to four key people or places you'll need to connect with. And number one, the absolute starting point, is talking to an experienced estate planning attorney.
This is non-negotiable, really. Think of them as your navigator. Firms like Vick Law, for instance, they specialize in this. They guide you, make sure it's all legally correct and, right for your situation.
They're the architects, basically. The attorney will talk you through the different trust types, like you've probably heard of revocable and irrevocable trusts.
Mm-hmm.
They'll explain the differences, like revocable means you can change it, it's flexible. Irrevocable, less flexible, but might offer other perks like tax advantages or creditor protection sometimes. They help you pick the best fit.
Yeah, understanding that choice is key, and they handle all the crucial paperwork. Like getting the title of your home legally transferred into the trust's name, that's vital.
Oh, right. It's not enough just to have the trust document.
No, you actually have to fund it. Put the asset, the home ownership into the trust legally. The deed needs to change.
Okay, like putting valuables in the safe, not just having the safe.
Exactly. If that transfer isn't done right, the trust might not even control the property later. All that planning could be for nothing.
Wow. And that's why trying to DIY this is probably not the best idea.
Generally, no. The experts really stress this. Small mistakes in the paperwork, how the title is transferred, it can cause huge problems for your family down the line. Maybe even end up back in probate, the very thing you tried to avoid.
Yikes. Okay, so step one, lawyer up. Get that expert guidance.
Absolutely.
All right, second key contact. This one might surprise people. Your mortgage lender. Because, a lot of people think you have to own the house free and clear first.
Yeah, that's a common misconception. You don't need the mortgage paid off.
Yeah.
But you absolutely do need to tell your lender you're transferring ownership to the trust.
Okay, why is that so critical?
Well, the house is their security for the loan, right? They need to know who legally owns it. They might need some extra documents, maybe even give formal approval. It's about keeping the loan agreement valid.
Got it. So just keeping them in the loop, does it change the mortgage payments or anything?
Usually no. As long as you keep making the payments, the loan terms typically stay the same. You're changing the owner on the deed, but you're likely still the one responsible for paying the mortgage.
Makes sense.
Sometimes, the lender might even require your name to stay on the mortgage loan itself, even with the deed in the trust's name. That's pretty normal, just ensures you're still personally on the hook for the debt.
Okay, good to know. So, lawyer first, then loop in the lender. Third, contact. Your homeowner's insurance provider.
Yes, another crucial one. Once the trust owns the home, your insurance policy needs to reflect that.
Right, so who gets listed on the policy then? The trust.
Exactly. You need to talk to your agent. The trust should usually be listed as the policyholder or maybe an additional insured or beneficiary. Your insurance company will tell you the specifics.
And the reason is pretty obvious, I guess, if something happens, like a fire or storm damage.
You want the insurance payout to go to the trust because the trust owns the house now. Then the trust can use that money for repairs or whatever is needed following the rules you set up. Keeps it all contained.
Makes total sense. Okay, update the insurance. Now, the fourth and final contact point. The local county probate court. This seems a bit weird since we're trying to avoid probate, right?
Yeah, it sounds counterintuitive. But think of it this way. While the trust helps your beneficiaries skip the main probate process later, you still need to make the transfer of ownership official now. You need to go to the court, usually the recorder's office or equivalent, and record the new deed that shows the trust as the owner. It makes it a public record that the ownership changed.
So it's about making the transfer official in the eyes of the law right now.
Precisely. It ensures you're following local property laws. It formalizes the fact that the trust is the legal owner. You're basically dotting the I's and crossing the T's on the ownership transfer while you're still around to do it.
Got it. So even though the goal is avoiding future probate headaches for the family, this step is about properly documenting the ownership change today.
That sums it up perfectly. You're locking in that transfer legally.
Okay, let's recap the process then. Putting your home in a trust. Step 1, absolutely crucial, talk to an estate planning attorney.
Get that expert advice.
Step 2, give your mortgage lender a heads up about the transfer.
Keep them informed.
Step 3, update your homeowner's insurance so the trust is reflected on the policy.
Protect the asset properly.
And step 4, contact your local county court or recorder's office to officially record that new deed showing the trust as owner.
Make it legally official.
And doing all this, it brings us back to those big benefits. Avoiding probate later, keeping things private, maybe some tax pluses, and just knowing it's handled.
Exactly. That peace of mind. Knowing you've proactively protected your home and made things smoother for your loved ones.
So if you're listening and thinking, yeah, this sounds like something I should do, we definitely want to mention a great resource, Vick Law, estate planning and elder law practice right there in Greenwood. They really specialize in this stuff.
Yeah, they have the expertise to walk you through everything, choosing the right trust, getting the documents right, understanding who to talk to and when, the lender, the insurance, the court. They can really quarterback the whole process for you.
Absolutely. So here's our nudge. If you're serious about protecting your home, securing your family's future, give Vick Law a call. They can help you get started, answer your questions, and make sure it's done right.
Seriously, don't put it off. Doing this now.
Yeah.
It can save your family so much stress and money down the road. It's a really proactive step.
It really is. Don't wait. Contact Vick Law today. Think about that feeling. Knowing your home, your legacy is secure, and your wishes are clear. That's a pretty good feeling.
To feel more secure. And